Hello everyone and welcome to the War Room, another episode in PvP, and we're going to be looking at Server 32 today for our PvP battles and episode to learn from. So I hope you enjoyed today's episode. Smash like, comment and subscribe before we get into everything. And with all that said, let's learn, hopefully, some really good murder ball strategy. Welcome back. Yes, we're going to be going into today's episode, and it's an insane murder ball fight on the server 32. You can see right here between NK and BDO here. Insane amount of open field. And when you're looking at combat like this might be a bit overwhelming for the first time, right? We're just trying to get our zoom in just right there. When you are in this type of fight, you're trying to work out what you need to be doing. What are you actually targeting here, and we're going to be breaking that down for you here. So when you're in these types of events and you're in these type of PvP fights, you want to be sticking into whatever murder ball or area your alliance is in. Once you do that, you're going to be able to focus on the same units as the allied members that you are around, basically. So when we go into Livedraw here, we're going to see that quite easily if we draw onto the map. So we've got the BDO alliance all on this outer edge, while you can see the NK pushing through like absolute monsters right now, trying to create big massive pressure onto the BDO alliance here. They are targeting multiple fronts here on the BD alliance. If we zoom out, it's so much action. It is actually even taking a little bit time to load up, and even some of the text right here is a bit buggy, which hopefully the devs can see and fix, like this legendary Hector El Grande. Even though it isn't him, it's just a bit of a weird bug. But you can see here that NK are doing a fantastic job, right? They've done their murder ball push into that main side of the BD alliance here, and because they're able to push, they're able to focus on these different areas, right? So you've got the DK guys all located in this center zone, and they are pushing and fighting these BD members out of this area, right? Really good little bit of teamwork, focusing on the same target. And this is why I've kept this episode a little bit later for the bigger fights now, because with all the smaller skirmishes that you've been able to watch, hopefully you can see that this fight is basically one giant big fight, which is basically small skirmishes. There's just so many small skirmishes that is happening right now for the NK team, right? They're just choosing their fights and they're focusing on the correct units in order for them to take some massive damage. It's allowing them to use all of the AoE and single target, as you can see, to wipe out these players so easily. That is the BDM, BDO or BDM2 alliances right now. So they're showing a very good push here. As you can see, we've even got Mr. Chisgule Prime on screen here, who's maybe not online at the moment, right? He could be busy, who knows? We don't know what his situation is currently at this time. But BDO definitely putting up some sort of a fight with the big boys they have at their disposal. Bonalot's 53.5 million power, and he's using all 5 marches here to fight out as many of these T4 and potential T5 players that they have. We can see flying marches like Fear and Frigg are being used by Symmetrical here, being targeted and finally killed by the Bonalot's 5-man march. And he's doing some really good work, even though he just got hit by numerous massive hits by artifact damage there right now. And that is the power of focus fire right now. Even though we've got this small ball of the BDO members all located here, which is all Bonalot, you have all of these members all basically in this surrounding shape, as you can tell, and they're hitting all different sides of the BDO alliance, and they're doing a fantastic job, right? You can see that they're doing a fantastic job on focusing down these units and killing them, and doing a really good push for an aggressive showcase on what they are able to do. So let's see if BDO have any sort of respond to this, because obviously there's a lot to go, and it's even crazily enough crashed the computer. So let's try and get our client back running, and we'll come back in a second. Welcome back. Sorry for all of that bit of an issue that we was having on the PC, but what we do see from that time elapsed is the BDO Alliance following up on the fighting. So this is a really good little bit of showcase shit of what their fighting strategy was, is to basically try and outlast the NK's initial push, and it looks like them are refreshing their troops, which is something we was talking about in episodes 1 and 2 about the importance of refreshing troops. It's allowing them to attack back really effectively now onto the NK Alliance, and you can see this is a brutal push by the BDO Alliance here, using multiple different artifacts here, such as Shadow Games by Pause right now, and he's able to do some fantastic damage here. And as you can see, the NK members are only in this small ball here, so everyone else, as you can imagine, is targeting down into this murder ball. It's a massive amount of AoE getting shifted across from all different directions into this main zone, and you can see the masses of damage being dealt in AoE to Dead or Alive, which is a really good example for there. Just one Mage March getting focused instantly and getting killed, and now he's finishing out of the front line. BDO doing a fantastic job focusing units here. And if you're wondering when you want to be focusing units, you always want to see generally what is moving quicker, right? So what I mean by that is you can see the BDO Sahara was the front line, and people are targeting him now, right? And because they're targeting, this is what you want to be focusing. And as you notice this is going low, you should already be looking at your next target, which would be, for example, Terry Foster. Really good example of changing targets onto a different front line. But the BDO Alliance doing the exact same thing, right? They've got no front line to worry about for the NK members. So what they're doing is basically targeting the closest ranged unit, and by doing that they're able to then fight forward and push through and do some insane open field combat and fighting with their alliance members. I love to see this, and this is why, honestly, in my eyes, the Call of Dragons game is currently the best game for open field combat. There's no game that is matching the amount of effectiveness each unit has brought there, to the battlefield, as well as the artifact gameplays that you get to see and all the strategy involved with players moving in and out of combat, right? Really, really good to see. And you can see now NK just getting finished off with the last little stragglers that are left behind that are still willing to fight till the end. But you can see BDM doing a really good effect here. You've got Vicious Strike now by Diablo, which is the brand new Rattle Spear artifact, right? What Canaro brought out last patch before the current one, which is now. So you can see how big that AoE is, right? And it's insane to see how you can target 3 different marches and potentially defense break 3 of them. So really good little bit of open field combat here on today's episode of the War Room. I hope you've been enjoying it so far and being able to see the back and forward swings of NK pushing BDO and then BDO trying to withstand it and then re-pushing them back within the same few minutes of it all happening, right? Really good teamwork. We can start to see some more players. We can even see Mr. Chisgule Prime here actually fighting on this murder ball location here using a Lilia, it looks like, and he's got Valen. He's running Valen with Lilia as his main march. So maybe he's switched up, right, and he's using that control tree due to the amount of targeting he gets targeted, right? And because you're getting targeted a lot, Soul Siphon in that control tree is a fine choice, and that's maybe why you're seeing more Valens here compared to the Lilias and being able to take advantage of Soul Siphon. And with this though, you're going to be able to see now again some really good focus fire here. You've got a nice BDM wall here that is focusing down these guys and prey here, but it's going to get taken out really easily, and the NK guys are trying to stay on this line. They're trying to keep on their alliance territory buffs to try and give themselves that little bit extra damage. But look at that AoE combo right there by BDO. Holy goddamn, insane amounts of Rattlesnake there. We had 4 instant triggers of Rattlesnake artifacts all being triggered all at the same time, allowing him to shred the opponents down. And BDO are focusing now this little bit of the murder ball on this edge corner here, allowing the BDR ball to basically maneuver down again, and hopefully then maybe move this way and take out the enemy, right? So you can see they've got some target prioritization when it comes to who they are focusing on, and this is what all of our episodes have been coming up to let you guys understand. You know, small skirmishes is nice to begin with. You get to understand how you should be focusing, what you need to be focusing on, and when you get that basic knowledge from the other episodes, you'll be able to do combat just like this, right? You're going to be able to understand what's going on because you're able to follow the flow of combat and what your allies are targeting. So when we look at BDO, again, BDO having this murder ball right on the top of the screen here is trying to focus down this middle center ball by NK. And with this, they notice there are a little bit too less troops now. They've lost a load from prior, so they are backing up. And this is a really good strategy, right? You've done what you needed to do. You're not overstepping your reach, and your troops now are moving back to refresh for another run, because this could be again something that's allowing your alliance to gain territory and to wear down your opponents, because the more you're able to do this and your troops are doing 3 to 4, 4 to 1 odds on how well they do in their trades, well, you're gonna win in the war of attrition, right? The war of attrition meaning, can you guys basically heal and sustain fighting for longer compared to the others, right? The others may need to heal more, and because they need to heal more, basically they're going to run out of troops a lot sooner than yours. So really good episode today. I hope you've enjoyed some of the video action that we've had today, and it's been a really, honestly, blast to see both sides in the server 32 right now having some really good PvP, and we're going to be covering all of this throughout the week still. So I hope you guys have been enjoying the War Room episodes, loving the live streams that we've been putting out, as well as all the content for Call of Dragons. So we're going to end today's episode there. I hope you've enjoyed it. Smash that like, comment, and subscribe to the channel for more PvP content with me, MrSneakyy, and the fact that if you hit that subscribe and notification bell, you'll know when I ever go live on that live stream. So if you want to know any type of content Call of Dragon wise, this is the way to go. So hope you've enjoyed it. But until the next one, stay safe, stay sneaky, and peace out, everyone.